Guys, I think we're ready. Okay. We're going to start a show here in 5, 4, 3.
You're listening to the Converted Podcast, the podcast about the Guild Convert to Raid on Airy Peak, US.
Hello and welcome to episode 106 of the Converted Podcast, the podcast all about the Convert to Raid Guild on Airy Peak, US. Today is June 5th, 2017. It is about 6:07 Airy Peak local time, which is Pacific for those of you keeping track at home. And thank you very much for joining us. Sal, what's on the docket for this week?
In this episode, we have guild leaders Jules, Scott, and Pat Krane with us live. The CTR Party Kickstarter is off to a really great start. Special events and the raid report. Who the heck are you?
It says it on my. I'm wearing the shirt. It says Barf. It's right on the, and it's the overlay. I'm Barf. I was just on the show like a month ago.
Sal, just let him finish, and then I will break everything down for you as to what's going on.
Okay.
With us tonight is not only our glorious chat room, but also Sal Mysis, the shaman, and Turarts, the hunter.
Hello. Okay, so what gives? What's going on? What's this thing that's happening?
This is Converted 2.0. We have new music, as you just heard, more guests, and a different host lineup. You're here as always. I'm here, and I'm now permanent. And then Barfolomew is our new engineer.
But tickle.
Don't worry. Bella has an open invitation to come on anytime he wants, and we are supportive of his acting career right now, right?
I suppose he told me his acting career is going pretty well right now. Yeah.
And yeah, I know. I hear he's doing great, all the updates, and Barfolomew is going to be streaming with us live. And he's doing a great job so far. We're almost on time, so kicking it off great. And chat room, what do you think about us having Barfolomew?
Honestly, though, for real, though, chat room, I'm sure you guys love me. This is really great. But how about that new intro, right? That was really great, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Awesome.
It's good. I love it.
That came to us straight from Navox and Geek Chick Lisa. They hooked us up with the new tune. I can't. It sounds really super great. I'm excited about it. This is super fun.
I think it's Geek Chic.
What did I say?
Chick.
Oh my God, you're totally right. I definitely did. Oh my God. What were you saying about every podcast has bumpiness? Just trying to, yeah, all right. So cool. We've already mispronunciated somebody. Let's just keep the ball rolling.
Won't be the last time.
It won't be the last. Oh my God, what would I have done without Navox these past few weeks? He taught me step by step how to post the show on iTunes and using WordPress and stuff. And like, I really didn't have any idea how to do that kind of stuff because Belshnickle had always done it. And then Navox did, and Cuddles did, and then who's gonna Belshnickle? Sorry, Navox really broke it down for me. Now. Navox might have stepped away from the show like a few years ago, right? But he's always been a huge part of our team. He's always helped out. He's always given us like artwork and music. And sometimes we say, Navox is no good. Go back to the drawing board. And
Sometimes we say we need a guest.
And sometimes we need a guest host, and he's always there to help. He really has been a tremendous help for me with this transition, and I'm so grateful for Navox. And I didn't share with him these show notes because I didn't want him to know that I was going to say that. So, yeah.
Oh, all right. So that we got that going on. Later on in the show, we're gonna bring in Eshelon with the special CTR, the raid report.
That's right.
He's gonna lay it on us. It's gonna be great.
Oh, I can't wait. It's been a few weeks since we've heard it. And there's been a whole lot of bosses killed. And some, like races. I'm taking that you killed someone.
No, I don't know why you would say that. I'm sure Eshelon will have the deets.
I'm sure he'll have everything for us.
And of course, as always, the chat room will bless us with their shout outs. It's going to be a great show. 2.0, guys.
Yes.
Yay!
Let's get it rolling.
Not
we got
call
some.
It that, though.
We can do whatever we want. Let's bring in some guests here. Hang on. We got to call some folks. We got a show to do. Yeah.
Cool. Well, while they're coming on, Turarts, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm confirming this is not Jack. This is sweet tea.
You're drinking tea.
Drinking tea tonight, guys. I got to work tomorrow. But no, I'm doing great. I would say I was getting really hot. So welcome to summer.
We have Jules is here too, and she's a little bit hot.
That's right. Jules is here, coming at us all the way from Minnesota, where it is still somehow snowing. Our guild leader and a longtime member of the Iron Council, Jules Scott. Say hello, Jules.
Hello, Jules. Hi, guys. 2.0 into his house. Let's go. So good to see you guys again. Well, thanks for having me back.
In addition to Jules, we got the prestigious puppy poster of high pedigree, the one who started it all, the man in the studio, Mr. Pat Krane, everybody.
Right. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you.
Hey, yeah, but for real, it is kind of a lot of puppy posts. So can we go ahead and talk about the puppy?
Sure. We can talk about the puppy a little bit.
Yeah.
So the puppy is now 5.5 months old. So, when you first get up, and we've had her now for 6 weeks, so I've slowed down the puppy posts, but the first like 3 weeks, you're trying to figure out what this dog is doing. So you're always like keeping an eye on it, making sure that it's not pooping in the house and making sure it's not ruining all your stuff. And I was talking to Jules today, and I'm like, the only real goal of like the first few months of puppies is to make sure that they're not ruining your stuff.
Yep.
And that's it. So that's why you take pictures and you're like, God, this dog is weird. And, or cute or whatever. And then you post them online because it's what you do. It's silliness.
But she is flipping adorable. He was telling me this as she was like gnawing on my hand, gently gnawing on my hand. But that dog is the cutest thing ever. So he has the right to post a million pictures of her.
And Daisy's really cute, and Darla, the other dog, is managing. So it's all working out.
And Jules, I hear that you have a new hobby, and you might be turning a profit on this. What's this new hobby you're doing?
Well, Turarts is actually supplying me for all of the profit. That's why. So a couple months ago, she's showing it off on the stream right now.
So
I started learning how to do chainmail jewelry. It's on a whim. Needed to do something creative. Felt like I needed to do something to kind of stir up creative mindset, and it clicked in, and it was amazing. And now I can't stop. So I think Turarts has single-handedly kind of kept me in business so far. Because man.
3 earrings and two bracelets now. Yeah,
you bought a lot from me, girl, and I totally appreciate it. And it's just amazing. I'm making lanyards for people for BlizzCon, and certain person in this room is getting one of those through our Kickstarter, which we're going to talk about later. And PK Geek Dad in the chat room just says one of his daughters wants one of the bracelets. We'll talk. I am loving this hobby though, and it's been fantastic. Like I have to make sure that I don't like do stuff during work hours, because then I'll never stop. So it's work hours first, then it's chainmail.
You don't want your fingers to cramp up either. I saw your stream yesterday. And
yeah, like my hands get really tired after a while. It's starting to get used to it more, but after like a 6-hour stream, your hands are just kind of like all gnarly. So you're all old woman gnarled up. It's pretty good.
Well, it is that time of year. It's the time of year when the guild gets together and supports the most important of our rights, our right to party. Okay, Jules, tell us why y'all are here.
Well, we are here tonight not only to say hi to the guild, because we haven't done that for a while on the Converted, but we are also here to talk about the fundraising portion of the CTR Party. And it is currently happening right now through Kickstarter. We are raising funds to be able to have a party at BlizzCon. And if you haven't seen it, first thing you got to do, if you're in your car, make sure you jot this down later. convertraid.com/party.
It's a really tough URL for people.
Yeah.
Convertraid.com/party.
You know what? You're going to a party. We're in the Convert to Raid Guild. That's how you remember it. The very first thing after that you get to that page is that you go and you click on the video that is on that page, because it was made by none other than Pat Krane himself.
Oh boy.
And it's flipping fantastic. Like
It was fun.
Pat hasn't done a video thing for a while, and it's been a while. Like, right? You haven't done something.
Yeah,
like
it's not something that's purely. I mean, that was a lot more creative than I've done for most videos recently, because most of them are just like, streams or whatever, and so yeah.
But
question,
Pat, is about us.
Pat, is that your voice through the entire video?
Yeah.
We were discussing that earlier.
Of course.
That's the best part, man.
And then I did the low voice at the beginning and the end, and everything in the middle. So yeah, it's all me.
Okay.
Well, so last year this party was called one thing, and now it's something else. What are we calling this party this year, and next year? Are we keeping it? What's going on?
So and here's the deal. So the very first time that we did this party, it was called the Convert to Raid Party, because we were very unoriginal. And we were like, okay, let's just we're Convert to Raid. It's the Convert to Raid. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to show up. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we really thought nobody was going to come.
And then everybody showed up, and it was like 1,000 people, and a big pool of sweat happened at BlizzCon. So that was the first year. And then the second year, I was like trying to get fancy with it. And I said, let's call it Signals Media All-Star Network. And I was going to change a bunch of stuff and try to change that last thing to a Heroes, Signals Media All-Star Heroes. And I was like, Smash. That'd be great. So Smash Bash became the thing. And I was going to make it into a big thing. But then tragedy struck my family, and I couldn't come out to BlizzCon, and everything kind of like went by the wayside. And I was like, so it was a terrible time. And then the next year, for the next year, I just let Jules handle it. I'm like, Jules, you gotta take this on. I can't do this right now. I can't. I don't know if I'm going to be able to focus on it. And so then it became more of a committee type of thing. And to be the most inclusive it could, they decided to change the name yet again to Well Played. But all throughout the process, and I think, Jules, you'll back me up here, and maybe you guys will too, everybody at the party was calling it the Convert to Raid Party or the CTR Party or whatever. It's like, well, why are we calling a rose by another name? Why don't we just call it a rose? And it'll be fine. So we're just going back to the CTR Party, and it's going to remain the CTR Party from here on out. We're just kind of like saying, hey, it's Convert to Raid. That's who's running it. That's who's doing it. That's who we are. But everybody's welcome. So please come down.
CTR Smash Played Well Bash Party.
Right. We should do that.
Fit on a t-shirt, Sal.
That's great.
The best t-shirt.
It's front and back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, our biggest concern of this whole thing was that we were going to make it so that people who weren't part of the CTR Guild didn't want to come, or that they didn't feel welcome, or they didn't feel like they could attend or be a part of the community. And really what happened was that people were like, we don't care if we're in the guild or not. You guys are a bunch of really fun people is the feedback that we got, and we enjoy your party. And so, Pat and I were on the plane home from BlizzCon last year, because we both live in the same city, and we're just like
about a mile apart from each other, actually.
About a mile apart from each other. And so I said, well, why don't we just go back to our roots? So this year we go back to our roots, and there we will stay, the CTR Party.
So then what? This has been going on for some number of years now. Is this like a big time anniversary deal? Is there going to be like a ring or some kind of like special deal? What's happening with that?
So it's the fourth anniversary, which means that it's the fifth party. So I know it's very confusing math.
No, we went through this last night.
But it's also going to be the fifth year of the guild.
Yes.
So that's all a part of it. So we made up a special anniversary shirts, essentially, or 5-year shirts for both the party and for the guild. And it's really cool. And we were talking about going back to our roots. Well, this has roots all over it. It's got it's got big gnarly tree roots all up in it, and it looks really cool, I think. I mean, it's very druidy and maybe a little arcane and a little fell in there, and it's just, you know, yeah, you got to have all that stuff. But it's a really cool design, and you can check it out at converttoraid.com/party. It's part of the video. And then if you scroll down, you can see all the different designs of the different shirts that we have. We've got a few of them, and they all rock. So, you know, it's good. It's good.
Okay, so this is this giant party that's going to have a few thousand people in it in a fancy hotel. Mm-hmm. Jules, who is footing the bill?
Well, that's where you guys come in. The Convert to Raid community is one of the best out there. And we are so darn lucky to have you folks out there who have supported us through the years. And so, but the party happens because you want it to. And so we crowdfund this every year. And we are asking for your support again to make it happen. It is a fantastic time, and we work really, really hard to make sure of that so that you guys have a tremendously fun time. But tremendously fun times need to be made with money. So so we need money to make the party happen, to rent the ballrooms, to hire the bartenders, to get the internet service, all of those things just to have the party. And then we have to also buy the products that we are giving as rewards as part of the Kickstarter, which is what justifies our $10,000 goal. But if we go over that, we've got amazing opportunities for stretch goals of things we want to do. So, I mean, we don't stop at 10. We're just like, because we want to go all the way. We've got a lot of plans in place. We just do need the funds to do it. Pat's snickering because he knows what we're thinking of doing. Well,
so at I think it's 12.5. At that number, we will get that's the first little upgrade to the party, and it's actually kind of a sizable upgrade because we've had photo booths before at the party where you can sit with, you know, like a friend or two and do goofy poses and kind of
props,
whatever. Yeah. But this year, if we make that mark, we are going to upgrade to a big photo. It's not a booth; it's an area, right? Yeah. So it'll be like green screen. You can get in with all of your raid team, and take a picture, and it'll be a cool background and all that kind of stuff, and you can get in there and mix it up that way, or you know, just you and a friend. That's fine too. But you can fit everybody in there. That's kind of the plan for that.
Man,
and
I really want to shove a whole bunch of rubber chickens in front of that green screen and take a boss kill picture.
Yes.
In front.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my God. That sounds like the coolest stretch goal, dude. I want to. You guys pay money, guys. That'd
be great.
I see you. Give us some money. I'm trying to get a picture taken.
Should we tell them what we're thinking about for 15,000? Should we?
Yes.
Yes.
No, was it 15? No.
It's 15. No, it's 15.
No.
That's what I was told.
It's 15.
That's right enough.
I thought it was 20.
Oh, the 20 is the other one.
What's the 15? What's the 15? What's the what
We'll tell you about the 21 first, but the $15,000 goal. We are producing foam swords that have the Convert to Raid logo on them. So you can act out your kinsman fetishes all you want.
Right.
We're also creating CTR party packs with some maybe bat guano, some other types of fun little things to give out away.
Yeah, it's a little gift pack for everybody.
Little gift pack, and
maybe some fortune cookies up in there.
Fortune cookies, we can do those. Every single backer who backs this party, doesn't matter what dollar amount you back us at, you will get an enameled pin of the CTR 5-year logo.
Guys, 15K is amazing.
$15,000. That is what we are going to give you. You get a pin that you can collect with 5 years of Convert to Raid. It's the only place you're going to be able to get it. So that is what we've got at 15. But then we don't stop there, guys, because then when we go to 20K, we're putting Pat Krane in a kilt.
Maybe just for like 5 minutes or something like that. Just for the photo op, and then I'm out.
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Enough to take pictures.
The
Yeah,
deal
enough
is
to take
15
pictures.
minutes, enough to take
That will
pictures,
last
and you can put your
forever.
paycheck on.
Right.
What size kilt?
I have no idea. I think I'm a. I don't know. I'd need some help on that. So
Kilts come in sizes.
I
Yes,
don't
they do.
know. Sure.
Let's steer away from the kilt because I know Pat loves talking about that and could go on forever and talk about the Kickstarter. So we've talked about what happens at 12.5, what happens at 15 and 20, but where are we at now? We're a week and a half in. How's the Kickstarter going so far?
We're at $7,716 out of $10,000 for our initial goal. We are 77% funded after a week and a half, guys. Like, that's insane. That's
awesome.
So good.
That's great.
And the thing about it is that it is not just for people who are going to be at BlizzCon. If you are going to be at home and you want to support the party, there are things for you to be able to do that, including our live stream, which is going to be there the entire night. The whole 5 hours we're going to be streaming. Turarts is going to be there in the chat room as our moderator extraordinaire, giving out prizes and stuff like that. We want to make sure that you are able to be a part of the community however you can participate. It's not just for people at BlizzCon. So that is why we ask everybody to consider tossing $5 our way, because it makes a difference. It really, really does. And if you give us that $5 and we hit the 15,000, you're getting a pin. I mean,
Yes.
come on.
We are halfway to the pin goal, guys.
Yeah. So it's pretty incredible. And there's so many cool things that you could do to celebrate your CTR Pride at home, as well as the party. We talked about the t-shirt for the 5-year logo, but we also made a raid team anniversary shirt, alumni
Super
shirt.
Super cool. It has all of the different teams on there in the shape of a shield, along with the CTR Guild logo, which is also a shield, and that's inside of it. And the design is just really sweet. Came out great.
We've got a lot of good feedback about that shirt. People really like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing is that if your team is missing from that shirt, we did our best to try to gather all the information, but it wasn't complete. We didn't have a full record of everything. So we will add your team to it when we print it in July. You just have to tell us about it beforehand, and we will put you in there.
Hey, Jules.
Hey, Pat.
The Asparagus Initiative wasn't on that design.
And who missed that, Mr. Asparagus Initiative leader?
That was the funniest thing ever when Jules was like,
that was a
"This
freaking
one isn't
embarrassing.
on it."
It's a few hundred teams.
It'll get on there. I know it will. So,
Is iTunes on that? Did iTunes make it?
No, actually, I don't have the list in front of me, but
I think they did. I seem to remember that they were there. But if they weren't there, they will be on there. That's the important thing. So.
I think that was one of the funniest moments. I said, if that's the only thing that went goofy in this launch, then I'm okay with it, even though it's really freaking embarrassing that we forgot the Asparagus Initiative on the shirt. Sorry, guys.
All right, so in order to actually even see that shirt on, what is it, converttrade.com/party?
Yes,
That's the one.
Okay. In order to even see that shirt, you have to scroll past 7 billion tiers of donation, like all these different. So hit me with the tiers. Like, what's going on with all the different, like, what cool loot? I know this mage. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's really into asparagus. He would insist that it's all about the loot. So what's the loot like? Like, hit me with, what's the coloring book? Tell me about the coloring book. I want to hear about coloring books.
Yeah. We should actually talk about that quite a bit.
Yes.
Yes.
So this year we have opened it up to a lot more artists than we ever have before, including chainmail artists like Jules and others, and we've also opened it up to more artists, more conventional drawing type of artists, right?
Yes.
And on top of that, so we've got like a bunch of badges and Twitch overlays and stuff like that, banners and all that kind of stuff. But the killer idea this year was to do an adult style coloring book with all of those guys' art. So Zoe Zazu, Scott Johnson, Fabelina, who else? I mean, there's a bunch of different artists on this thing, and it's going to be, I think we're sitting almost 20 pages for the coloring book. So that is super cool. And it's all of the line art so that you can just go and color it in. And it's really cool. And I've seen a bunch of the art, not necessarily all of it, but I've seen a bunch of it, and it's going to be pretty stellar, and everybody seems to be really stoked about it. So I'm hype over that.
Yeah.
That's going to be great. And there are tiers. So there are tiers for all the different artist badges and banners and lanyards and all that kind of stuff. And then you also have what is it called, Jules? Color the World?
Yes.
It's Coloring the World of Blizzard.
So look for that one if you're interested in the coloring book. Or if you just donate more than $25 or more for any tier, you can pick it up as an add-on, right, Jules?
Yes, you can. Yep. And it's available as an add-on. Add-ons are a little bit complex sometimes. There's a full list of instructions on the Kickstarter to explain to you how they work, but it's basically $25 to qualify you for any add-on that you want. So if you want to mix and match with shirts, the coloring book. We also have a long sleeve Convert to Raid hooded t-shirt that's available. And I love this thing. And, not all of us live in cold weather climates, and we wanted to do something that wasn't a sweatshirt or a hoodie, but it could actually be a little bit more versatile. And it's Convert to Raid on the sleeve. It's super, super cool. It's a t-shirt material, so it's super soft, and we're trying this out. Plus, we should mention too, all of our shirts are available in both men's and ladies sizing, which is a first for us this year.
Which is
so
great.
If you are, so you can choose your shirt type as well as your shirt size. So it's really, really cool that way. What else? We have, Pat Krane is making all of our ringtones and text tones this year. We are also offering, if you guys are fans of the Convert to Raid podcast, there is going to be a song, original song and theme song package that's available as an add-on.
So it'll be that's an EP for those guys that are keeping track at home. We've got, probably I think it's 7 or 8 different tunes for you for that. So some with me singing poorly and then some with me not at all on it. So that'll be good.
And then if you want to go up in the levels, there's a You and a Friend package that's available as an early bird tier. There's all these kinds of things that you can get to support the CTR party. We've actually added a package with a badge and a lanyard, a chainmail lanyard, badge from Sepish, chainmail lanyard from Carolina Pop. This is there's all this stuff still available. A lot of our artist tiers are getting low, but we still have some available. So you want to get there and grab them before they sold out or they sell out.
Whose idea was getting all the CTR songs together?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Was that yours?
My idea.
That was Sal's. I'm like,
just because I wanted it. I just personally wanted it. So we should offer it as a tier or an add-on.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, why not? Why not? It all works. Hey, and here's something else to think about. So you're saying, well, I don't want a t-shirt. I don't need a t-shirt, but maybe a guildie or you have a friend and you're going, but maybe that guy could get a t-shirt. Yeah. You know what? If you want to buy a tier as a gift to somebody else, go for it.
Yep.
I'm totally down with that.
Yeah, so am I, because I'll be the one coordinating it. So
we're all about that. I've
done it before. Yeah, I've done it before. We'd be happy to do that. You can buy something for someone else and tell us what you want to do with it. We're very flexible that way.
We
fundraiser.
We had someone do that already.
Yes.
This year.
Yep.
Where some generous person, very generous person, gifted me the podcast lessons with one Mr. Pat Krane because he told me he wanted the Converted to be better.
You guys are pretty good. You guys are pretty good. But we'll sit down, we'll chat. We'll talk about podcasting and about, I don't know. Just feel free to pick my brain.
Yeah. That was a funny one. I got that text message letting me know that he had gifted that to me, and I'm like, I didn't know how to take it, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. And there are still more of those available, I think. So if anybody else is thinking about podcasting or whatever, and they want to get some coaching and they're just like not sure exactly what's going on, want to make sure that they have the right equipment and the right concept and the right whatever, I will talk to you about it and we'll figure it out.
And that's one of our returning tiers. We have a couple other. I think these are kind of the higher up tiers returning too. The breakfast, I think there's still some spots available for.
Yes, there are. Yep. And there's spots for the breakfast. You can have breakfast with the guys from CTR, with me and Mark Honan. We'll have a good old breakfast time. It's fun. It's fun every year. We have a blast, and it is it's one of our favorite times because we get really good food. So, and we buy your meal. So that's the thing.
Yep.
Hey, if you check out the chat room right now, one Mr. John Horseman, Kicked Tripod, just said, "I am where I am today thanks to my coaching with Pat Krane."
I'm very sorry.
Oh. Oh.
I'm very, very sorry, John.
Yeah, so we have 35 days remaining to fund this, but we don't want to wait 35 days to know that we are going to do this, because we've got stretch goal ideas and plans to put into place. So yeah, we definitely appreciate your support. Remember, every dollar counts. Every dollar counts towards this. And we have nothing but the biggest appreciation for all of you for helping us out to do this every year, 5 years now. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Jules, why don't you go ahead and remind us just one more time exactly how it is we can give back to the community, support the CTR party, and all that jazz. Hit us with the link and the deets one more time.
ConvertToRaid.com/party takes you straight to the Kickstarter. Do yourself a favor, watch the video when you first start out there, review all the tiers before you make a decision. If you have questions, you can send me a message in the Kickstarter. You can message me in Discord. You can send me a message on Twitter. I will answer you. I will answer all your questions, and we will make sure that you got it all set up. No problem.
Right. And I see Mew Cow in chat, and he's like, "Well, I'm not even sure if I'm going to get tickets to go to BlizzCon." Well, you know what? The party's outside of BlizzCon. You could feel free to come to Anaheim no matter what. Something that I kind of recommend. I know Mew's been there before, and so he understands what I'm going to say, and that is this: the social part is a huge part of BlizzCon. The con is fun, but the parties are the best over there. So getting together with all your friends and hanging out with your raid team or whatever, or your guild, it's the best. I've had nothing but good times outside of the con. In the con, I'm usually working and scurrying about, but outside of the con is my time to like hang out with you guys and just have fun. So I always look forward to it.
I didn't purchase a ticket this year because the past few years I just haven't spent. The con is awesome, and if you have a ticket, you're gonna have it's great. But the past few years, I just have not spent my time there. Wares, big friend of the show, does a show he does a lot of work for us, which is amazing. He in the chat room, he says the best part of BlizzCon is the Hilton lobby, and he's probably right.
Unless there's a DJ there.
Unless there's a DJ.
Yes. But the best part of BlizzCon for all of us is to have a space where we can get together as a guild and we can spend several hours just having a great time together, because we get to see each other and then we get to meet all these new friends that we didn't even know we had. It's the coolest thing ever. Plus, we get all the Blizzard developers that stop by. We get all the podcast personalities that stop by. It's a really cool place to be for 5 hours in your evening on a Friday night. So, and we worked really hard to make sure that happens. So if you are, like, as Pat said, I tell this to people all the time, plan on coming. There's so many parties. There's so much to do around the area. Going to BlizzCon, if you really want to get a ticket, most people that are trying to offload tickets do it at the end anyway. Like towards like the actual con. So you may very well get a ticket at the end with no problem.
Well, before we get too much further, let's let people know where they can find you, because we're tweeting about this all the time. And as Jules said, you can contact her with questions. You can contact Pat with questions. If you need help mathing, we can help you with that for the add-on. So Pat, Jules, where can people follow you or find you on the interwebs?
Well, I'll kick this one off. So if you want to find me on Twitter, it's Pat Krane with a K. Jules is Jules RPG. And really, if you want to contact us through the guild, since we're on the Converted and now we're talking to mainly guildies here, you can always contact ctrofficers@gmail.com. And both Jules and I will see that along with some other folks as well. but I mean, if you need help, we are there for you guys. So all of the officers are there for you guys. Jules and I are there for you guys. And we will help you however we can.
Absolutely. And you can message us on Discord too if you're active in the Discord server. We're both in there. And that is a great way also to get in touch with us. There's lots of ways. So don't hesitate to ask us questions. If you have concerns, feedback, just want to hear it. Let us know.
Awesome.
Or if you know a podcast that could probably be a little bit better than they are, get them that tier.
Sure. There's that too.
Include a smiley face in the message. That way they know it's not me.
Yes.
That's the secret.
I
It's a
bought you
winky
this
face,
present,
too.
winky face. Then they're confused. Is it a sarcastic winky face? No,
Right.
it's-
I don't know.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Well,
What were you gonna say?
Nope, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say we were about ready to move on for Esh, unless you guys have more stuff.
Sure.
Well,
I think
let's move on. Let's play the video.
Okay, yeah, let's totally do that.
Like Jules was saying, everyone should watch the video. I think we're gonna force everyone to watch it right now.
Sure.
I
Or
can
listen
do
to
that.
it. Yeah, we're
I
just
need-
we're just dropping this at the last minute, and
Nope.
Barf didn't know I was gonna ask for that.
I didn't know. What? You serious? Come on now. All right, I got to get the audio right. Okay, I think this should work.
It started with a show and became a movement, which grew into a community, and it celebrates with a party.
Hey there, I'm Pat Krane, host of the Convert to Raid podcast and founder of the Convert to Raid Guild on Airy Peak, US. Since 2013, Convert to Raid has hosted the community party on your Friday night at BlizzCon, and we'd love to do it again, but we need your help to make it happen. And this is a big year too. It's our 5th party, and we're going back to our roots as Convert to Raid presents the CTR Party! We're planning to breach the walls of the Hilton Anaheim Convention Center on Friday, November 3rd from 8 p.m. to midnight. Party! So come one, come all. Meet with your friends and make new ones. Grab a drink and maybe you'll win one of our fabulous prizes throughout the night. And be ready to chat with pro players, podcast and YouTube personalities, and Blizzard staff and developers too. And if we hit our first stretch goal, we'll get a really cool, really huge photo booth for you and pretty much all of your friends as well. Party! Even if you're not going to Anaheim, we've got you covered with our continuous live stream on Twitch, so you'll never miss a moment. We've got a ton of reward tiers and add-ons this year. Please make sure to check them all out. Not only do we have some great new CTR gear, there's ringtones and songs from the podcast, and we've reached out to more artists and craftspeople than we've ever had before to make sure that you can outfit yourself online and in person as much as you want, with lanyards, badges, digital banners, Twitch overlays, and more. And you can even become the artist with our amazing adult-style coloring book with line art from the likes of Scott Johnson, Zoe Zazu, Fabelina, and more. And you can only get it through this Kickstarter. It's totally exclusive. Now, on the podcast and in the Guild, we've been creating a home for players of all kinds for years. And we even do that at our parties. Party! Welcoming everyone to our free event. And it's because of you that we've held our last 4 super cool parties. Thanks so much for your continued support of this incredible community event. And thank you in advance for making party number 5 so very, very special. We'll see you at BlizzCon 2017. Party!
We'll see you at BlizzCon 2017. Party on, dudes.
We need to get a sounder. Party!
Party!
It's great watching chat and seeing all the lightning's going off too. It's awesome. I love it.
Oh man.
One of my favorite things that you guys have adopted is the party meme. It is the best.
Love it. Love it.
That morphin time emote couldn't have come more perfect time.
Great.
It's so good.
Kind of.
All right,
Cool.
guys.
Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah,
And-
thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're
definitely.
gonna grab Echelon and talk about some raid stuff. So,
All right.
Cool. We'll talk to y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. While we are waiting for Esh, I'm going to go ahead and just give you guys some of the guild haps here real quick for
Oh,
events.
hang on. You're doing events? Hang on. I got something for that.
It's time for tea.
All right, go for it.
Love it. That was good. Not expecting that. First off, before we get into some guild stuff, while this Kickstarter is going on, guys, I'm going to be hosting tons of live streams and stuff for it. We've been doing Overwatch lately. Jules and Carolina are going to do a craft stream. That's the word I'm looking for. She's going to do a craft stream. They're going to do craft stream for us this Wednesday. We'll probably do some more Overwatch this Friday. So while this Kickstarter is happening, there's tons of stuff we're going to do to spread awareness. Come join us. It's lots of fun. For guild events, Silverbolt has been killing it with the naked runs of Old Raid. She's been doing it every Sunday. They're on the guild
Totally
calendar.
awesome.
Yes, this is a great opportunity to get some guildies, get some achievements, and run through those old raids that we all love or don't love, but you're with other people, so it makes it more fun. Definitely check those out. Wares is hosting kind of a big event right now. Guild Glory of the Draenor Raider. So it started today and it runs through the 19th. And what it is to get the achievement for every co-guild. Now, that means you have to kill Mythic Imperator Margok, I can't pronounce names, and Mythic Warlord Blackhand with at least 80% of the guild in the same co-guild. Well, we already have a winner and it's been one day, but there's more details. First of all, let me congratulate Rectified. They're in Team Omen for getting that. So yes, they won the grand prize of 20,000 gold. So congratulations to you guys. But last time I checked, we have 10 co-guilds. So there's 9 more left to go, guys. 9. There's still 2 hands left to go. If you are the first team of one of the remaining co-guilds to get that, you still get 2,000 gold, which isn't, anything to kind of bat an eye at. I'll take 2,000 gold. So to do that, again, this runs to the 19th. You just have to kill those and then email wares@ctr@gmail.com. He'll confirm everything's good to go. And what this does is for that guild, it unlocks that Black Steel Battle Boar mount. So you're getting some gold, you're helping some guildies. It's kind of a great deal going on. Again, congratulations to Rectified for getting that already. If you're thinking, well, it's already done, we still have 9 guilds, guys. 9 guilds to go, 2,000 for each one. That gets it first. So definitely check that out. And that is all I have for guild haps right now.
Well, that's great because now we've got Echelon on board. Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing good. How you guys doing? Ready for some, did I hear you say something about rubber chicken? Is that
Oh, dude.
raid with those guys?
Chicken's going to be straight crushing it. We're, well, I'll let you tell the world how great we're doing, but,
Oh, you're doing amazing. I mean, you guys got 2 bosses down to my count anyway. My count says 2 in the
not
last
bad for a normal
few
team,
weeks.
huh?
Yeah, not bad. And they were heroic.
Yes, they were.
Also to my count, yeah. So congratulations to the Rubber Chickens for killing Star Augur and Tichondrius. Good job, guys. Yeah, okay. We got Sunday Mass killed Heroic Scorp, Chromatic Anomaly, Mischief Moose killed Trilliax Crosus and Star Augur. HTX killed Spellblade, Gluttons for Punishment. They put down Tichondrius, Spellblade, Botanist, the Rady Brunch. They put down Botanist and Ellison. The Troublemakers put down the Botanist and Ellison. Bacon and Kegs put down Ellison. And then we got 3 teams that have got there ahead of the curve, including one, Salad Senate.
What's up?
Sal?
I wasn't there.
You weren't
at
there?
all,
Okay,
so.
that explains it. Okay, gotcha. I'm just joking. Come on. Okay, Salad Senate, Murloc's Pirates and Dragons. Those guys, I don't know. Did they just that team's been out there for a while, but like maybe they didn't have their roster straight or whatever, and so the tracker wasn't working. But it looks like in the last couple of weeks they killed everything. They just killed all of it. So, but they got their head of the curve. Good job to them. And 9 to Midnight also took out Gul'dan. So, good job to all those guys. We also had 7 Mythic progression kills. Convert to Mythic got Botanist. Edamame got Tichondrius and Spellblade from the Ashes. And Resolve both entered Mythics with a Scorpion kill, or however you want to say it. And Warfront took out Star Augur and Botanist. So those guys are now like, I don't know, 12 of 10 or something. They're just killing everything.
If they had Botanist and Star Augur, wouldn't that 12? Did you say 12 of 10?
No, they're not. They're 7 or something like that.
They're like not 9
They're
or 8.
They're one of those.
If they have Star Augur and Botanist, they'd be 8 of 10.
That's what I would think.
You are making fun of me right now because you know the answer to this already.
They're 8 of 10. Of course they are.
So do we have 2 teams that are 8 of 10?
No, we do. I don't think so. I think we have Warfront 8 of 10, and I believe Convert to Mythic is 7, unless they have gotten something. I don't think they have gotten Star Augur yet.
Star Augur, yeah.
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but
they got Botanist down, but not Star Augur. They did Botanist first, I think.
So those 2 teams still, facing each other, but right now it looks like Warfront is 1 kill ahead.
And the only reason I know this is because I get text messages from members of Warfront about it. Not that it's a competition at all.
No, of course not. No, we love each other, right? It's all copacetic. That's it. That's your raid report. We're still killing bosses. It is kind of winding down the number of progression kills. There are fewer, each week, but that's to be expected when there's not that much left to kill. So
we are about to have a new raid out.
Yes.
That's right.
That'll
Everybody's
June 20th, right?
Yeah, there's going to be literally hundreds of kills happening. So it's going to be a very long raid report.
Way longer report.
It'll be a really long report.
I was reading today about the bosses on Tomb of Sargeras.
What did you learn? Teach us, Sal. What did you learn?
What I learned is that we have some like night elf ghosts that we're gonna kill at the end because they are crazy and they don't know good people from bad people. And we're gonna kill a Titan construct who has been corrupted by because this Titan construct has had all the fell crap seeping all over her because it's the avatar of Sargeras. And then we're going to kill the avatar again, I guess. I think Egwin already done that, but
how does it get re-empowered, Sal? That's what I want to know. How's the avatar come back to, if it was, if Egwin did the thing, then why do we have to do the thing?
Because the Legion is here to undo the thing. I don't know that part.
Okay, I don't either.
Or understand.
Well, every time an avatar dies, a new avatar is born. It's the next element in the cycle. I'm not the only person who watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, am I? Am I going down a joke that no one's going to get? All right, fine. No, it's cool. Yeah, see, PK...
My daughter would get it.
Geek Dad's got it. When the Fire Nation attacked,
daughter
etc.,
would get
etc.
it. Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'll watch Avatar tonight. I don't care.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
The rest of you guys are the ones that aren't cool. I'm the cool one. Don't laugh at me. Geek Dad's on board.
Geek Dad in the chat room. He says, "LOL, I got ya." Cool, but the ultimate baddie at the end of this tier is going to be kill Jaden, which is a big deal, which is like a step away from actual Sargeras. So,
You have any idea if we're going to see his sneakers this time? He couldn't get himself up out of that hot tub the last time we fought him.
Who killed Jaden?
Yeah, kill Jaden.
I don't know. So
He is the
20th.
deceiver, so will we be deceived? I don't know.
Someone else's sneakers? Who knows? He tried to claw his way up out of the Sunwell, and we
They'll
punched him in his little
look
noodle,
like
and he went back.
Nikes, but
Oh, I
they're
didn't play
really
in
might
Burning
be
Crusade.
Skechers. And
Skechers, you say? All right. Well, let's move on before
Yes.
we lose the entire chat room because
Let's talk about the chat room shout outs. So as Sal's going through with the Twitter stuff, throw me those shout outs. I will go ahead and read them and get them taken care of once Sal finishes the tweeters.
I am absolutely gonna do that with the Twitter shout outs.
Yes, and
with all the shout outs that we got on Twitter. It's been amazing, all the shout outs we got on Twitter. And now I'm done with the Twitter shout outs.
All right. Good job, Twitter. Twitter shout outs. So
We
chat
love
room,
you, Twitter.
If you have shout outs, let me know. Okay, so Kaya Finn, shout out to Barfolomew for doing an awesome job in his new role. Yay, Barfolomew.
Yay!
Geek Dad, shout out to Vixen and GFP for killing it with heals the past few weeks. Dead Greed, shout out to Greed just because. About right.
it feels right. Yeah, it
Yep.
feels right.
Yamo CTR, shout out to my new team face pull. Oh, that's
Yeah,
exciting.
Yamo.
Oh! Is this a new
Yamo.
face pull member? New member of face pull?
Yes. We have a new member, and he is a tank. We actually recruited a tank, if you can believe that. It's the first time that's happened in like 3 years. So, and Yamo is amazing. Yay, Yamo.
Usually you have to
Love
like
Yamo.
make one of your members be a tank.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, yeah, he's really good. He's a monk tank, and we trialed him, for a couple weeks, or maybe a couple of raids, or maybe it was just one raid, and we were like, please stay, and so he's staying apparently. So thank you for staying.
Face pull's cool, I promise. Don't leave us.
Yeah, no, Yamo's cool. Yamo's cool. Good
Cool.
people. Shout out to Yamo for being cool.
Well, that brings us to our next point, Barf.
Well, I have a couple more real quick.
Okay.
Yep. Geek Dad and Baby Jinx also shout out to Barfolomew for a first great night. And then Frog Sprout says, shout out to the eggplants for lots of Legion Raider achieves last night.
Oh, cool.
And I think that is it. Waiting to make sure it catches up and we're good. But yeah, I think we're good to move on to the next part.
Okay.
What about you guys? What kind of shout-outs you guys got?
I want to shout out to Nikas, and I think that's how you spell his name, is a paladin who DM'd me randomly. He's in the guild. He was asking about raid teams, and I introduced him to Captain Codfish for the COD squad, and I thought that was really cool. He's like, "Hey, are you the Sal? Are you the one that, that converted the Sal?"
Sal?
I love it when people introduce themselves like that, and that made me feel good. And I want to shout out to Wares as well. Wares has been doing an excellent job at putting the Converted podcast in the guild calendars, and that's a pain in the butt to do. And I know it is.
There are
takes
a lot
long
of
time.
co-guilds.
Yeah, there's 10 co-guilds, and it's not remarkably easy to the calendar interface isn't that great. Okay.
Copy and paste. That's how I interact with it. Copy and paste.
I mean, yeah, that's what he's doing, but like it's a little bit more complicated than that. He had to like get all the tunes on the guilds and this whole big thing. And he goes into the guild and brings people in right before the show. It's really effective, and I really Wares, I appreciate you a bunch.
Shout out to that video. That video right before
Wasn't
I
it
came on. That
good?
was awesome.
Yes.
And you said Pat Krane put that together, right? So shout out to Pat Krane for, man, good job. That was cool.
We have one more chat room shout out, and then I'll go through mine real quick. Kaya Finn says shout out to Silverbolt for awesome naked transmog
Oh,
runs.
for
Definitely
real,
keep
that's
those
fun.
up.
That is fun.
And shout outs for me. I'm just making sure. Shout outs for me. Shout out to everyone so far who's donated to the Kickstarter, guys. We're at 77% and we're not even 2 weeks in yet. You have no idea how happy the team that is planning this is. And we gave you a sneak peek of those stretch goals tonight. So we really help us push. A couple people said they're waiting until payday, that sort of thing. We get that, but shout out to that. Shout out to those of you who are hanging out with the streams of me that I'm doing for the Kickstarter. They're tons of fun. I'm kind of learning Overwatch names. We'll see how this goes by the end. Maybe I'll know.
That Overwatch stream that you did was hilarious.
I have no idea
that
who anyone's named.
Funny.
But I can kill it as Lucio, even though he's easy, as Pat pointed out. I can kill it. But anyway, shout out to everyone who's donated. Shout out to people who are coming and hanging out with us, to the party planning committee, because it is months of just fun and seriousness, and Jules keeps us in check the best that she can. But yeah, tons of fun there. And we have Kick Tripod, and Pat's going to do a stream sometime soon, to be decided. Major Death's going to do a stream for us this week. We have Jules and Carolina doing a stream for us. So thank you to all those who are stepping up and, participating in this fun little event. And shout out to my event planners, because y'all are killing it. Okay.
Speaking of CTR officers who are absolutely killing it, I'd like to shout out to all of the greeters out there, everyone within the sound of my voice. You guys are beautiful, awesome people, and you do a heck of a good job. Anybody who's trying to get into the guild has talked to somebody in my committee, and I'm sure has had a great time doing it. So you guys are doing an awesome job. Please keep it up. I want to shout out to all the people who were hanging out in here yesterday, making fun of us while we were doing the settings, and especially to all of the poor souls who we just called out of the blue because I needed more faces on the screen to set up the scenes, including was it 1-1 who was
it was 112, yeah,
driving his vehicle. Please don't answer the phone while you're driving, man. That's bad for you.
He answered a Skype call while driving. But Andy was in there with us too. Yeah. Dead Greed.
Yeah. Let's see. I'd also like to shout out to Stone. Did something really awesome for me yesterday. I don't know that he necessarily wants me to talk about it 100%. I'm not really sure. I didn't actually clear it with him, but he's super cool and I love him for it. And all of you guys for hanging out in here with me. And to you guys, I am honored, truly honored to be on this show. I think this is a big part of the CTR community, and I'm just blown away that you guys even thought to ask me to come on. So I got the warm and fuzzies. But I feel good, man. I feel like it was a good show. We did a good job, you guys. We nailed it.
I think it was. Yes. I'm really happy. I'm really happy with how this turned out. We did a show. So
we did a thing.
Barf, wrap us up, man.
Alrighty, that will be it for us today. You can find us all on Twitter. Sal is at @summer_Sal. Turarts is at Turarts, and I can be found at Barfolomew _CTR. Ash, what's yours, man? I don't have it written here.
I am at Eshelon on Twitter.
Right on.
That's it.
The show itself is Converted _CTR. You can search for the Converted Podcast on YouTube, iTunes, and Stitcher, wherever your preferred podcast location is. And I'd like to thank Navox and... Did you change that? Navox and Geek Chic Lisa for our theme. Sal, what's going on next week?
Our next show will be June 19th with Isilidor from the Troublemakers. I love talking to raid teams, especially raid teams that we haven't represented on the show before. So I'm pretty excited. If you want your raid team to be represented on the show, do have your raid leader email us, bug them, prod them, poke them, convertedpodcast@gmail.com. That's convertedpodcast@gmail.com.
It works.
It does.
Harass your raid leader and Sal, and it'll eventually happen.
All right, everybody. For Turarts.
Bye.
For Sal Mises.
Bye-bye.
For Eshelon.
Okay, bye-bye.
And for myself, we'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out.
You can follow the show on Twitter at converted_CTR. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Converted Podcast. And find us on our Twitch channel, Converted Podcast. And join us
Did you see my
live every
shout-out?
other Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern.
This podcast is a part of the Signals Media All-Star Network. For more information on this and other fine shows, go to signalsmedia.com. It's okay to stick our stuff in your ears. Really?
What happened there?
Why? Nav, now it says now to see if it plays at normal speed. Nope. Why? What did that why did